Everyone, this is a wonderful night. So many things to celebrate, but first we have to start our meeting off. If you could all rise, please, for the pledge. Students, last time. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I would like to ask for a moment of silence for Gretchen Walsh, who passed away on May 16th of this year. Mrs. Walsh worked in Southington from September 1st, 1965 through June 30th of 1990. Her years of service were devoted to being a special education teacher, predominantly at Strong Elementary School. A moment of silence, please. Thank you.
Madam Chair, I'd like
Yes.
to add unaffiliated salary and wages to 11C this evening.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
11D, stipulated expulsion, student number 2023-24, 10-9.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And 11E, stipulated expulsion, 2023-24, 16-10.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. And you have one more motion now. Item number 5.
So add this to,
No, just read it.
just
It's-
read it?
It's the motion.
yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
it's the motion.
We're already there. Move to appoint Richard Arroyan as Southington High School principal at an annual salary of $194,073 for the 2024-25 academic year, effective July 1st, 24.
Second.
Ooh. We have to vote. We still have to vote. Come on, we still have to vote.
I think the people have spoken, but but you do still need to vote.
We
yes.
still need to vote, we do. Mrs. Colgrove, could you call the roll, please?
Yes.
Enthusiastically, yes.
Yes.
Absolutely, yes.
Congratulations, yes.
Congratulations and yes.
Yes.
Congratulations, Mr. Arroyan. I would normally say welcome to Southington, but since you've been here for 38 years, would you care to come up and say a few words, please?
So thank you very much. About 5 or 6 years ago, there was an opening for a principal's job in another town, and I happened to know the superintendent. And the superintendent reached out to me asking me if I was going to apply. And I hesitated for maybe a second and said, no. And he said, why? I thought you wanted to be a principal. I said, I do. Well, then why didn't you want to apply for the job? I said, I don't want to leave Southington. I've been here my whole career. I've built community connections and relationships with the adults and the students and the families. I have no desire to leave this town. I love the town that I'm in, and I want to finish my career here. So I give you a heartfelt thank you for giving me this opportunity to close out my career doing what I'd always dreamt that I could do. And I'm grateful and humbled by the confidence that you've shown in me. I very much appreciate this. I'm excited for the new year. I can't wait to get started. And I'll see you in about 3 weeks at graduation. Thank you.
Terrific. Thank you, Rich. Okay. And now I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Medancy.
Thank you, Madam Chair. We have more celebrations this evening, and our first item this evening is an annual tradition where we recognize the class valedictorian, the salutatorian, and our essayist. So I would like to read a little bit about each. Starting with our essayist, Victoria Dabrowski. Victoria, are you here? Okay, Victoria, hello. Victoria Dabrowski is more than just a top student. She has been highly involved with her school and community. In the Southington High School community, Victoria has been an active member of our Project Lead the Way program, French National Honor Society as a leader, WISE, Women in Science and Engineering, as well as the STEPS, the Southington town-wide effort to promote success, Youth Council. She loved her experience with STEPS as it allowed her to give back and be more connected to her community by helping people. Victoria was able to secure an internship at Trumpf, where she used SolidWorks for projects. She gained experience in working with interdisciplinary teams and managing several projects at once. Victoria is not afraid of hard work and remains dedicated to her future, and that's evidenced by her attending the prestigious special program in medicine at UConn this fall. Congratulations, Victoria.
We have a little something. Congratulations for your hard work. Hang on. Oh, okay. Pictures. We're gonna do pictures after it's over. Why don't you stay up here because we're gonna call up two more.
And now to our salutatorian, Michael, is it Siwek? Shivek. Okay, Michael.
Matthew.
Oh, geez, I'm looking right. It does say Matthew here. I'm sorry. Yeah. No, there was no mistake. It is you. You're number 2. So, Matthew is a dedicated young man who exhibits an unwavering commitment to his academics and athletics. He embodies discipline, passion, and perseverance. Matt has successfully balanced both Southington High School's general curriculum and the pre-engineering Project Lead the Way program curriculum, which consists of a 4-year, 5-sequential course program, all at the honors level. Matt is a member of the National Honor Society and serves as vice president of the Polish Club. Additionally, Matt is an active participant on Southington High School's swim team and has broken 3 school records during his time here. He was also most recently accepted into the Introduction to Research program at the International Research Institute of North Carolina. Here, he will create a research question with the university's faculty members and ultimately write a literature review. Matt is graduating as salutatorian in the 23-24 class, and his post-graduation aspirations include becoming a mechanical engineer and working for an aviation or tech company. Matt will be attending Northeastern University in the fall. Congratulations, Matt. And then there's this other person we continue to hear about. Uptej Singh. Uptej Singh is a quintessential student, highly inquisitive, and exudes self-motivation and a strong work ethic. Not only has he pursued a highly rigorous academic course load throughout his time at Southington High School, but he is also a member of our pre-engineering Project Lead the Way program. Uptej's academic capacity and accomplishments in the classroom are superior in every way and are only matched by his remarkable accomplishments outside of the classroom. Uptej is our class valedictorian for the 23-24 school year. He is also class secretary, secretary of the National Honor Society, a Board of Education representative for Southington High School, and his peers as well as members of our robotics team, 195. Through the robotics team, Uptej has been able to further his passion for engineering while simultaneously enhancing his leadership and public speaking skills. Uptej's accomplishments and selfless service to his school, the community, and his peers have earned him the highest degree of respect from teachers, faculty members, administrators, and community leaders. Uptej will go on to study at Carnegie Mellon University this fall.
The best and the brightest are standing right in front of us. Our future is good with students like these 3. So could we give them another round of applause? Opportunity for pictures. Parent opportunity for pictures. Good. Grandparent opportunity. Another opportunity for pictures. Take pictures, take pictures. Okay.
College roommate went there. Yeah, good school. He became a college history.
Good. Okay, we're going to see you at graduation. All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so the next leg of our celebration this evening has to do with a demonstration by our robotics team 195, the Cyber Knights. And so they've had a highly successful season. They were state champions actually this past week. They won the title. They won the 2024 CIAC Connecticut State Robotics Championship this past Sunday, May 19th. The competition brought the top 24 qualifying teams from across Connecticut to compete for the state title. Additionally, 3 of the seniors on our team, Uptej Singh, Tyler Capola, and Seth Schuster, were selected as members of the 2024 Connecticut High School Coaches Association All-State Robotics Team, and they'll be recognized at the All-State Robotics Banquet on June 17th. Congratulations to our team. I know you had some challenges this year. I understand there was actually an entire rebuild of the robot, during the season, which is kind of uncharted territory. But it's a testament to the collaboration and teamwork that you constantly demonstrate. And we're excited to invite you in this evening, and the floor is yours.
Okey doke.
In addition to robotics, we also celebrate our community in any way that we possibly can. So in addition to our robot demo, we would like to present to you our impact presentation, which won us the Impact Award at the Waterbury event this year. Culture.
Identity.
Development.
These are the core values of Team 195.
But what exactly does this mean?
Guided by our mission, we build a culture that celebrates STEAM inside and outside our shop.
Our identity is prevalent in our community, our government, and our passion for spreading STEAM.
We work to develop all aspects of our community by providing programs for all ages.
Our 42 students spend 7,500 hours inside our shop, as well as 1,700 hours inside our surrounding communities. Students set goals to not only grow as an individual, but also as a team.
We measure our success through students impacted, people reached, hours volunteered, and money raised.
Now, let's tell you how we do this.
To the Cyber Knights, gracious professionalism means understanding that healthy competition requires cooperation.
We demonstrate this through our helpline, our practice field, our troubleshooting and repairing other teams' robots during competition, and sharing our shop.
There are a total of 42 Cyber Knights that are split up into 6 student-led sub-teams. These sub-teams are able to communicate using our Discord channels and are able to manage their projects using Monday.com and also the project management team.
The sustainability of our outreach requires our students to recruit and maintain our many generous sponsors. In 2023 alone, we raised over $43,000.
Our students are split into sponsor groups of 6 to 8 who then compete to see who can raise the most money, and 25% of all of our funds go towards supporting student travel.
We understand that sustainability requires maintaining strong relationships with our sponsors. For example, we host an annual dinner for the friends and families of Mohawk Northeast, which is our largest sponsor that donates us our build facility. Additionally, we host events, create thank you videos, and also send out newsletters to all of our sponsors.
We've also developed a predicament playbook on how to run every part of our team, ensuring sustained success.
Our team has 15 experienced mentors who are present in our shop almost every day.
Team 195 currently has 15 students that have dedicated over 20 hours in leadership classes, as well as participate in our tri-weekly public speaking classes.
During off-season classes, 20 students learn how to program using Python and C++, as well as 8 students who learn CAD and SolidWorks to build a pipeline of confident and capable students for the FTC and FRC season.
In 2023 and 2024, the Cyber Knights attended the Connecticut State Manufacturing Fair, where we reached over 1,000 attendees and were able to interact with all 151 members of the Connecticut House of Representatives. We even got to personally discuss our program with 17 of them.
By attending this event, we were able to spread the message of FIRST by furthering government awareness. The Cyber Knights also received a citation at this event from Representative Chris Poulos.
The Cyber Knights showcase our impact presentation and robot to the Southington Board of Education to emphasize the importance of STEAM. 3 Cyber Knights worked with the superintendent to identify how we can bring our community closer together.
Our advocacy for STEAM funding has led our superintendent of schools to partner with our team to apply for and receive a grant which will end up benefiting our FTC and FLL in town.
In an attempt to raise voter turnout and awareness about voter registration, We teamed up with Rock the Vote, which is a nonpartisan, nonprofit organization that is dedicated to building the political power of young adults.
We set up information booths at our school to educate staff and students about the importance of elections. People can also register to vote with Rock the Vote right on our team website.
In 2022 to 2023, the Cybernetics accomplished a total of 4,589 hours volunteering in our community. As well as a form of recognition for our students, we were able to award 26 students with school varsity letters for volunteering for over 60 hours.
The Cybernetics volunteer all across our local community, whether it's at our own school's pep rallies, the Veterans Day ceremonies, or even at the Apple Harvest Festival, where over 100,000 people can see our robot on our float and we're able to spread the message of STEAM. This event is where I actually found out about the robotics team and found my passion for engineering.
We believe outreach is an important factor of who we are. The Cybernetics have become a household name through our social media, community, and marketing presence. Through YouTube alone, we have reached over 500,000 minutes watched.
Each year since 2018, we've held our annual STEM for All event. This is an all-day free fun STEM-based activity fair which takes place in town where people of all ages can attend and participate in stations such as electronic take-apart and fun with liquid nitrogen.
To continue our impact online, the Cybernetics started the STEM at Home series on YouTube, which is a YouTube playlist consisting of 18 videos and over 90 minutes of educational content on how to do household experiments using at your house. This series received over 2,500 views, and due to this, we're able to double down on our in-person STEM activities.
The Girls Who Code program, intended to spread the first mission to girls ages 8 to 13, was introduced in fall of 2023. This season consists of 10 sessions lasting an hour each with 10 members.
To advocate for the significance of water consumption and Uganda's crisis, our students wrote and developed our own curriculum for a LEGO robotics program. This program focused on clean water and creating possible solutions to the water crisis. 20 kids from our town participated in this program, which was led by 7 Cybernetics.
Through the Glow Clean Water Initiative, we were able to fully fund a hand washing and a personal hygiene station in a school in Uganda due to the $920 we raised through fundraising. Because of our curriculum success, we were able to publish it online on our team website for others to use.
The National Library of Medicine states, LEGO therapy provides opportunities to practice and improve executive function, such as attention, working memory, and self-regulation. To accomplish this, we visit senior citizens in memory care unit in order to build Legos to improve their executive function.
Last season, we had 7 FLL teams. Since then, we've had a 233% increase, and now we're on 22 FLL teams. We partner with one of our largest sponsors, Otis, to run teams outside of our town. All teams are student-led, and all Cybernetics participate in running an FLL team. 6 Cybernetics ran a 2-hour introductory meeting in New Britain for kids at their public library to start to be involved in different types of STEM programs.
However, FLL wasn't our only area of first expansion. Just this year, we started 2 new FTC teams in order to prepare the upcoming students for the tools, communication, and preparation that's required for an FRC season.
In fact, one of our FTC teams were even finalists at the CT State Championship. They even ranked #1 in our state for OPR.
We have hosted and assisted with a series of FTC and FLL events. In February of 2023, we hosted and supported the Southington FTC State Qualifier, which was attended by 24 FTC teams.
Later in November of 2023, we hosted and ran the Southington FLL Challenge Qualifier event qualifier, which was attended by 24 FLL teams. 18 Cybernetics led this event, taking on roles all the way from MC to audiovisual. This event also featured an FTC scrimmage that was attended by 4 teams and was led by 8 Cybernetics, helping us bring interest from the younger generation up to the next program.
Team 185 provides workshops and seminars to aid the FIRST community. We have presented at FIRST University Day every year since 2020. In 2023, at the same event, we facilitated 4 workshops, including sponsorship recruitment, game strategy, brand management, and the Team 195 ROS 2 system. We even presented 3 of these presentations at the most recent World Championship.
We also provide information and guidance through our newly introduced Q&A service, the Nightline. Through this service, teams can ask questions about anything that they need regarding robotics or outreach. This is a 12-hour-a-day live chat experience, and it has had 25 inquiries from teams as far as Israel and Turkey.
Team 195 is dedicated to propel the values of FIRST. All 42 members innovate for an impact. We are committed to spread the FIRST values, sustain our mission, and revolutionize STEAM for our community.
42 Cybernetics transform our culture.
42 Cybernetics form our identity.
42 Cybernetics develop our world.
Thank you. We would now like to pass the attention over to our robot demonstration going on in the corner.
Don't get Mrs. Colgrove.
Hello everybody, name's Seth. I was the design lead for this robot. So our game was this year. So this year we had to shoot these rings, foam rings called notes, into either a speaker, which was a up high like bin, or into the amp, which was about chest high. And then at the end of the game, we would have to climb on a chain. So basically, a basic overview of a robot. So it will intake our note like that, and then it goes into our shooter, as you can see here, which can spin about 270 degrees. If Gavin wants to show, go to the and then it will shoot out. Something that's unique. Something that's unique about this robot, as you may notice, is that it's driving in all 4 directions. This is called.
Whee!
Anyway, so with this robot, you can drive all 4 directions. It's called a forward drive. So you have one motor actually powering the wheel, driving it forward, the other one turning it. For this year, we had some, as you mentioned before, this is our second robot. There were some difficulties with our first robot. It was not performing the way we wanted to. So this thing came together in 9 days. Put in that perspective, the other one took 2-ish months to put together. So that was a fun time. With that, we did achieve success. So we were actually our district champions this year, both in our division and actually our overall district champs, which was the first time we've done that since 2018, I believe. And then we went to the World Championship. Did not do so hot there, but we won our programming award for our division with 75 teams from all over the world. And then obviously, most recently, we just won our Connecticut State Championship, which was very big. Yeah, if Tyler wants to come up, talk about some programming.
Hi, I'm Tyler, and I'm the programming lead. So just kind of a general overview of a couple things with this robot. So as you can see, the arm and the shooter can flip all the way across. Those positions are all preset. And so the target is pretty high up, so when we're actually shooting it, we can shoot from all different positions. And so we have basically a list of different points where we would shoot, where we'd set the speed of the shooter to different values so that we can hit it from pretty far away. We can go right up to it, or we can go all the way back. And this is done automatically, and it can switch automatically. And we use some cameras in the front, which allow us to see that target called the speaker right here. And it can sense basically some QR codes, which allow us to get the distance and our live position on the field so that we know where we are and we can adjust our shooter to it. So then we also, this year, one of the different aspects of it was we had to climb onto a chain that was hanging. So basically this comes up, and then we go on the chain, and then this will drop down and lift our robot up, and that is held at the end of the match to score some extra points. And one other aspect that we use is we have an autonomous period for 15 seconds, and that is completely programmed actions. And so basically the robot will move around to different preset notes for these pieces, and it will pick different ones up based off of what we programmed it to do. So we've made a bunch of different ones, and again, using our position on the field, we can go to different areas on the field and pick up pieces and then automatically shoot, and that's without the driver. But then the drivers, they use 2 joysticks to move the robot, and then we have a whole button box over there that has different positions to control and different actions for the robot.
Does anybody have any questions?
I do.
You want to drive it?
No, I'm not going to drive it. No.
You want to?
No, no.
We wouldn't hurt you.
How is it possible that you were able to rebuild this in 9 days?
So it was just spending a lot of time. Me personally, a lot of kids spent many hours there. we normally arrive at about 6:30 at our facility, and many of us were staying till like 11 o'clock, and then on weekends, we might be there till 1 or 2 in the morning, trying to get this thing done.
Wow.
I know personally, I was losing my mind, because I'm trying to get it. But it was just a very hard focus that we want to get this done, and also we revamped our project management system the second time around. So before we were very not organized, so we became very, very organized the second time around, which helped a lot, and we're hoping to implement that in our future seasons. But mainly it was a lot of dedication and also implementing a better organization system.
You know what the word resilience means? It's a word that's not often used with your age. And you know what? You demonstrated resiliency. Because I saw you the first day when you got what the game was this year, and you were all excited, and you all went over to wherever it is you go, and you started building. And then I heard it broke, the robot broke, and you had to rebuild it. That's resiliency, that's stick-to-itiveness. That's what makes the Cyber Knights the great team that they are. So you are all to be congratulated for all your work that you did this year. Regardless of what you won. And with that being said, hold on a moment, put it over here. Who am I giving this plaque to? As long as you promise me you'll talk a little slower, because Mrs.
Yeah, I
Clark
got
can. Okay, fine. I'm presenting him a plaque for all the Cyber Knights. Having duly qualified under the standards prescribed by the Southington Public Schools, you are hereby awarded this Certificate of Excellence for the 2024 CIAC Connecticut State Robotics Championship win. In witness whereof, the seal of the Southington Board of Education, and the signature of the Board of Education Chairperson and the Superintendent of Schools is hereunto affixed on this 23rd day of May, 2024. Congratulations to you all, and to all your supporters, your parents, everyone who is involved. You guys do an amazing job, and we are all very, very proud of you. Thank you. You can throw away. Without hitting anybody. Whee! All right.
$20 if you could hit Mrs. Clark.
All right. I'm game.
Facial recognition.
Holy cow. It cleans up after this.
That's a really expensive program.
Yeah. All right, you don't have to hit me, it's okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
It's going to do it again. Here we go.
Good job, guys.
All right. And our final celebration this evening, thank you everyone for staying with
But
us.
wait, there's more.
We have an annual honor also. Not only do we introduce the valedictorian, the salutatorian, and the essayist, but this time of year, after spending quite a bit of time with these students, is always a difficult time, but it's also a proud time for us to thank them. This is for our Student Board of Education representatives that are graduating, Chelsea Arjuini and Uptej Singh. We just have a small token of thanks for both of you for all that you've done for the students and representing them at Southington High School and the amount of time you put in as board reps. People don't realize that you're attending the CABE CAPS workshops on Saturdays. You're talking about policy with us. You're giving us a lot of information and ideas to make the district better. You're giving us information on behalf of the students at the high school. So thank you for all of your service.
Yes. proud moment as a Board of Ed member was going to the CAPE convention, particularly this year, when we got to talk to the representatives, one of our state senators, and you were unafraid, totally unafraid, to ask really pointed questions that impact students, that impact education. And I can't tell you, I look back many years ago when the dinosaurs walked and I was their age, I could not think of being as articulate, as confident as you three were. You were amazing. And when you come to the board meetings and you share what's going on in the schools, and every week you got more and more information, you asked the right questions, you did your homework, and we couldn't be prouder of you. So with that being said, yes, we've touched another one. For both of you. For Chelsea, thank you for all your work. Uptej, for your work, for being student board rep. Since I know you have sweet tooth, there's a little something in the bag, okay, for your sweet tooth. A little something to keep you safe and a little something to keep you from being bored. All right, just a little something. And a gift card, but that's besides the point. So thank you for all you've done. We wish you nothing but the best. We're going to see you at graduation, and you're going to give your report tonight, and you're going to talk slowly, right? Of course. I knew that. I knew that. Another round of applause, please. Proud mom, did you take a picture? Proud mom moment. Take pictures. Okay. We're going to do the speech for the new.
That's it. The last piece is the introduction of the new board reps by the two of you.
So put your stuff down, put your board hat back on, and get to work. Get to work.
Good evening, board. My name is Ikri Nguyen, and I'm one of the student representative. And as you know, the school year is coming to a close. We're going to have to say goodbye to two of our senior representatives who will be moving on to colleges next year. Their contributions and dedications have been valuable, and I wish them all the best in their future adventures. They've taught me so many things about leadership, teamwork, and how to accurately represent as a student board of representatives. So I know they'll do great things, accomplish great stuff in the future. So good luck to you guys. As we look ahead, I'm excited to welcome two new student representatives who will join us in continuing the important work we do here. The selection process for our new representatives was thoroughly and engaging. We began by opening up the application process to interest students. We received a number of impressive applications, which showcased the diverse talents and commitments of our student body. After reviewing the applications, we conducted interviews after school where we asked a series of questions designed to understand their motivations, idea, and perspective. It was truly inspiring to see such passion for student representation and advocacy. I am pleased to announce that we have selected two outstanding individuals to join us. Our new sophomore representative is Ethan, and our new senior student representative is Lauren. I would like to welcome Lauren for a little introduction.
Thank you, Akari. Thank you, Uptej. Thank you, Chelsea. And thank you to the board. I'm really excited to work with you all in this coming school year. I've always been very passionate about government, and I've always had grown into a tendency of speaking my mind. And I'm very excited to be able to share these discussions with you and be able to be a part of decisions that are being made in our district. Thank you all so much for having me this coming school year.
Hello, board members. My name is Ethan Hoffman. I'm a current sophomore at the high school. I would like to thank the current student representatives and Mr. Crocco for this opportunity. I'm currently a member of the cross country and track teams at the high school, as well as the Model UN computer science team and the class of 2026 vice president. I'm honored to be joining my fellow representatives to help share our insights with you, the board members. I want to help make our education system better and advocate for what's right for our students' best interests. I believe that student input is crucial in shaping policies that directly affect us, and I'm committed to being a strong voice for my peers. Thank you for this opportunity, and I look forward to working with you guys.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, and esteemed members of the board, it is with great honor that I stand before you today, recognizing my time as a student representative of the Board of Education. This role represented not just an opportunity for me, but a responsibility to voice the concerns, aspirations, and needs of my fellow students. Though through my time, I have learned education is not just about what happens in the inside of a classroom. It is about fostering an environment that nurtures growth, creativity, and inclusivity. I believe every student deserves the opportunity to thrive regardless of their background, abilities, or circumstances. As a student representative, I've advocated tirelessly for policies and initiatives that promote inclusion and respect amongst the students in the Southington District. I place full trust in the incumbent student representative, Akery Wynn, as well as our new representatives, Lauren Mellett and Ethan Hoffman. I truly believe that you will all make Southington the greatest district and more stronger and more cohesive than ever. It is only together that we create a school environment where every student can flourish and succeed. Being a student representative has been a very rewarding experience and a tremendous privilege. With it, I feel I have improved my understanding of leadership, teamwork, and the power of advocacy. I would like to acknowledge my fellow student representatives, Akery Wynn and Upte Singh. Together, we have forged bonds of friendship and collaboration, united by our shared commitment to representing the interest of our peers. Through countless discussions, brainstorming sessions, and collaborative efforts, we have strived to amplify the voices of students, advocate for positive change, and foster a sense of unity within our school community. I'm also grateful for the encouragement and support that we have received from the Board of Education. Your openness to hearing our perspectives, your willingness to engage in dialogue, and your genuine commitment to the well-being of students has been instrumental in our efforts to effect meaningful change. I would like to leave you all with a quote from Helen Keller. "Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much." Indeed, it is through teamwork, collaboration, and mutual support that we have been able to accomplish as much as we have. While my journey as a student representative may be coming to an end, I am confident that the spirit of teamwork and advocacy that we have cultivated will endure, inspiring future generations of student leaders to continue the important work of representing their peers and strive for positive change.
Good evening, board, and all those in attendance. I'll try to talk slow this time. As my time as a student representative comes to a close, I'd like to take a moment to express my sincere gratitude for this incredible opportunity. Serving this role has been one of the greatest experiences in my high school career. I learned so much about the hard work that goes into improving a school system, as well as many of the skills of communication, collaboration, and leadership that I've grown through our tireless efforts of improving our school and fighting for a better tomorrow. Working alongside such dedicated and passionate board members has been such an honor. I've learned so much from each of you, and I truly appreciate the respect and consideration you've shown not just me, but also the entire student body. Your commitment to improving our school system is truly inspiring. The field trips to the CABE events and the one-on-one conversations we've had truly gave us larger insights into the more challenging world of being on the board, as well as providing us another opportunity to discuss student concerns on a more personal level. I've also had an amazing time working with Mr. Crocco, Chelsea, and Akery this year, as well as Angie and Ryan last year. Together, we've shared valuable insights and perspectives that I believe have made a positive impact on our school community. It's been a privilege to represent the voices of our peers and to contribute to the decision-making process in our school system. As I look to the future, I'm excited about the new representatives, Lauren and Ethan. I have no doubt that they'll have fresh ideas and new perspectives, continuing the tradition of meaningful student involvement. I'm excited to see the new ideas they implement, and I know they'll make us proud. However, as many of the board members have said before, it's important to look at the negatives just as much as the positives. So before I go, I'd like to offer a piece of feedback that I believe could enhance the roles of student representatives in the years to come. Many times, the student reps just say their report, and then the board meeting goes on without any further student rep involvement. There have been many meetings where we come here for a 5-minute report and then sit and listen quietly for the next hour. I encourage the board to actively seek out the insights of students when discussing policies and plans that will directly affect students in the future. Asking us questions and involving us in these conversations not only values our perspective, but also ensures that decisions are made with a deeper understanding of students' needs and experiences, with student insight at the forefront of the decision. At the end, thank you once again for the amazing opportunity. I am grateful for the chance to have worked with all of you, and I look forward to seeing the continued positive impact of students' voices on the board. I'll be sure to visit sometime soon. Thank you.
And we will keep your suggestion in mind, Uptaj. We're going to take a 5-minute recess. Don't feel you have to stay for the whole meeting. This was the good stuff.
What are you talking about?
You have to stay.
We have great meetings.
I know, we have great meetings, but don't feel you have to stay. So 5-minute recess, and you folks we'll come out and say hi, and they can leave.
Good job, man.
Just want to make sure, folks. I'm looking for a motion to approve the minutes of May the 9th.
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Public communications, communications from our student board representatives.
For one last time,
You
good
got
evening,
it.
Board of Education and those in attendance. You guys already talked about this briefly, but the CIAC held the annual robotics state championship last Sunday. After winning all their qualification matches and placing second in their qualifying seeding, Team 195 went on to win the state championship, adding another banner to their collection this year. Congrats to the team for all their hard work and dedication. Good luck at your other off-season events, and we're excited to see your robot again next year. Senior prom took place Saturday at the AquaTurf. Seniors had a ton of fun and enjoyed this well-deserved and much-anticipated event. Thank you to all who made it such a success. The Project Lead the Way Senior Night was yesterday, and it was a great success. The 6 senior teams presented their products extremely well, and they worked very hard throughout the year in order to complete their projects. The projects were extremely well thought out, and the seniors put a tremendous amount of effort, and they should be proud of their accomplishments. The other Project Lead the Way classes also presented some of their projects in the hallway of the auditorium. Thank you to all of those who have been working on throughout the year to help make this event possible, and shout out to the senior capstone project winners, Stack Up Engineering, which is a team that focused on creating an isothermal amplification device in order to combat the healthcare disparity gap and provide diagnostic testing access all around the world. Class Day will be taking place on May 31st at Lake Compounds. The seniors are very excited to spend the day out with their friends. The Top 25 dinner will be taking place on June 5th, and the top 25 students of the class will be recognized for all of their hard work. As you all know, graduation will take place on June 13th, 2024, and the seniors are very excited to take a step into the new part of their journey. As the year is coming to an end, final exams are also approaching. Although the students are very stressed about their finals, they're also very excited to get their classes over and done with. We have recently developed a survey covering all possible concerns in the school and asking for feedback on the overall school atmosphere. We plan to send the survey out at the next BCAP session, and we'll report on it at the beginning of next school year. We have recently heard concerns about the overall quality of the bathrooms. Many students believe that bathrooms are unclean and feel uncomfortable attending the bathrooms due to various reasons.
And here is our sports report. The Blue Knight baseball team remained undefeated and is 21-0 on the season after defeating Wethersfield in the semifinal of the CCC baseball tournament on Tuesday night. The team goes for the CCC Conference Championship tomorrow at home at 5 p.m. versus South Windsor. The girls softball team plays for its 4th straight CCC Conference Championship versus Middletown at Meriden Dunn Sports Complex tomorrow night at 6 p.m. The girls lacrosse team defeated Newington last night to capture its 2nd straight CCC Conference Tournament Championship. The boys lacrosse team defeated Simsbury 17-16 OT to advance to the CCC Championship game today at Glastonbury High School. The girls and boys outdoor track teams compete in the CIAC Class LL Championships at New Britain Stadium next Wednesday, May 29th. The boys' tennis team open plays in the CIAC Class LL Championships tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. at West Hill High School. The girls' tennis team has also qualified for the Class L tournament and play Brian McHenn High School on Saturday at 10 p.m. at Darien High School. The boys' volleyball team finished the regular season on a high note, qualifying for the CCC tournament as the number 5 seed, and they will begin play in the state playoff next Wednesday, May 29th. However, normally I would ask Chelsea to do the district report, but before we begin our district report, I would like to dedicate some of our student report time to allow our students to present their AP government projects where they discuss important issues.
Good morning, board, or good afternoon, sorry. Good afternoon, board. My name is Cadence, and these are my collaborators, Callie, Emily, and Sophie. Today we're here to introduce our AP Government project about mental health, and it's based on an implementation for half-day Wednesdays during every day of the school year. This idea might sound drastic, but the data speaks for itself.
The effects of school on mental health was prominent during COVID, with a third of students reporting poor mental health, and these effects have not effectively ended since. In a National Health Institute survey, it was discovered that 26.4 of those ages 15 to 17 experienced symptoms of anxiety, while 23.2 experienced symptoms of depression. Of these students, 23.6 reported not receiving mental health support services. These statistics highlight students' need for more mental health support. Top stressors are identified as school safety, academic challenges, bullying, ongoing pandemic-related social situations, and mental health challenges. Based on these facts, one can argue that mental health issues are still a large problem, especially for students in school. Our proposal would allow students to use time benefiting their mental health.
We conducted 2 surveys to conclude how the mental health has affected the students and teachers at Southington High and how they feel the half-day Wednesdays would benefit them. For the teacher survey, 50% of teachers interviewed said that half-day Wednesdays would be very beneficial, with a total of 81.9% saying that it is important to be implemented for the help of mental health. 100% said they would plan lessons, and 81.8% said they would help students use the time for extra help. When it came to the student survey, 66.7% said the half-days were highly beneficial for them during the pandemic. 55.7% said the half-days were most important in increasing the mental health of students. 71% said half-days would be very effective in improving the mental health. 85.7% said that they would use the extra time to catch up on homework, as opposed to only a single person who said they would do quote-unquote anything, proving that extra time would be beneficial and used to improve mental health and education of students and not just wasted for free time.
We hope that by implementing half-days every Wednesday, we can improve the overall mental health of the student body at SHS. The most important thing about having half-day Wednesdays is that it is an inconspicuous way to take care of your mental health as a student. As a young person, I can attest to the fact that so many of us feel embarrassment when asking for help, and it is no easy feat. If having half-day Wednesdays can alleviate the pressure associated with it, then it will have been successful. If successful, the school year would look a little different, but not different to the point of it becoming an extreme disruption. We would only need to add 10 more days of school to the school year in order to make up for any time lost to half-day Wednesdays. But as school administrators keep having to ask the question, what does it take to have a healthy student body, we find that it is a small price to pay.
In terms of implementation, our programs at our school currently consist of school counseling and an emotional intelligence room for all students. There are social workers, behavioral specialists, and school psychologists, but these are only available through a recommendation process. According to our head counselor, there aren't enough resources in the school, and children end up scared to go through processes that require them to be deemed as mentally unstable in any way. This is why enforcing a mandatory break is necessary. Many kids in the high school overwork themselves to a point of no return, and we simply do not have the resources to accommodate. Almost every period of the day, almost every period of every day of the week, we have at least one child in need of a safe space. But then the assignments that are missed out in that time cannot be accommodated for. We understand that the teacher's goal is for students to be productive and learn, but children cannot learn in an environment that requires them to sit still in a classroom for 88 minutes, 4 times a day, without major enforced breaks. We do understand the importance of getting time for work, and so with this implementation and the extra hours added, the time would be made up for. And so we hope that by implementing the half-day Wednesdays every week, it could possibly help to save our school with any mental health problems that we have. Any questions?
Does anyone have any questions?
Now, first of all, Madam Chair?
Yes.
Excellent. I'm inclined to agree with most of your contentions. You mentioned that there was a third of students reporting poor mental health. Was that a survey that you all did amongst your own students or otherwise?
That was a survey from a German social economic study done a few years ago that concluded that.
Okay, very good, thank you.
Anyone else? Mr. Medancy?
If you'd like, when you guys are finished with the project and it's in its final stage and you want to send it along my way via email or through your teacher, you're welcome to do that.
No problem.
Thank you.
And thank you for your work.
Thank you.
Nice job.
Thank you, students, for that presentation. Over at DePaulo on Wednesday, May 22nd, Spirit Ballooning loaded up their 90,000 cubic foot Lindstrand hot air balloon named Paradox and headed to DePaulo Middle School. Daryl Long, the owner of Spirit Ballooning, and his daughter Maddie had an informative presentation for the entire 8th grade. After the presentation, everyone moved outside to see the balloon, inflated with both cold and hot air. Students had the opportunity to ask questions and see the balloon and basket up close. A select group of students were asked to help break down the balloon and pack it up. The basket, balloon, burner, and fuel have a combined weight of over 790 pounds, so they had their work cut out for them. It was a great presentation that the students all really enjoyed. During the months of April and May, DePaulo 8th grade students in textiles and culinary arts have been and will continue to work on various community service projects to benefit veterans. The students are working to provide over 60 student-sewn and stuffed pillows, along with cookies, for an event that will be held here at DePaulo. The veterans attending the event on June 1st will be presented with the pillows while enjoying cookies and other refreshments made by the students. DePaulo's grade 7 family and consumer science students have been constructing drawstring bags in paw print designs as a part of community service project. The bags will be sold at an upcoming event, and all proceeds will be donated to Saving Paws, which assists abused, neglected, and abandoned animals until they are placed in their forever homes. The DePaulo Writing Club had their annual poetry night last night. Students read their selections that were included in the spring edition of the JAD Lit Mag. Over 25 students participated last night. DePaulo is looking forward to welcoming grade 5 students for their middle school orientation tomorrow. Students in the leadership program have been preparing to offer them tours and share their secrets to success in the middle school. Over at JFK, Miss Amy Perry, JFK's social studies teacher, nominated local veteran Steve Pintarich, I'm so sorry if I butchered that, for the State of Connecticut Exemplary Veterans Recognition Program on Monday, May 13th. Mr. P was recognized at JFK for his outstanding work of educating our youth and community about veterans. Mr. C. Armstrong from the state of Connecticut presented him with an award, and Mr. Chris Palmeri, town council member, presented Mr. P with a town proclamation declaring May 13th as Steve Pintarich Day in the town of Southington. Thank you for all our students who are spearheading a collection of individually wrapped snacks for the Bread for Life summer program and art supplies for Southington Social Services. Donation bins are located in the main hallway for anyone wishing to donate. Thank you to our Technology Education Department for inviting Spirit Ballooning to JFK for a hot air balloon ground demonstration to the 8th grade technology education students. Students heard about the history of hot air balloons and various career pathways in aviation. 7th grade student Dominic Milwilski and Caden Bedouin were recognized at the American Legions on Monday for their American Legion essay submission. Their essay received first and second honors, respectively. Thank you, and if you have any questions, please let us know.
Thank you, Chelsea. Any questions of the students? Thank you, students. Well done. All of you, well done.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
In recognition of their the time that they do need for their own mental health, and I'm sure the studies that you have, we moved up your portion of the presentation tonight because public comment is normally at the end of the meeting, the last topic, and we didn't want to keep you here for the entire meeting so that you guys could get home, tend to your mental health and your studies. So you are welcome to go.
Thank you, Mr. Menancy. Communications from board members. Okay, well, okay, Mr. Brown had his hand up first, then Mr. Darrenowski and Mr. Williams.
It was with great pride that I announced the selection of our 4 new Wall of Honor inductees for this year. Recipients must have graduated from our schools. The exception we make is people who were killed during time of war, and done at least one of the following: received significant awards, done outstanding community service, done humanitarian work, or had outstanding lifetime achievements. Our 4 new inductees are, first, Val DiPaolo, who has more community service than I can even list for you right now. She's a present town councilor and a local attorney and a former high school basketball star, one of the forerunners of the success of our female athletes in this town. Second one is Dr. Mark Palmieri, who is the co-director of the Center for Children and Special Needs, author of 2 books and many articles, and serves on the Pride Board of Directors in town, and more. Third one is Norm Van Coor, who was actually nominated by one of our board members, Dave Darrenowski. Thank you, Dave. Who was a recipient of a Navy Cross for heroism during the Vietnam War. He saved the lives of a couple of his squad members who were under fire and received this award, and his heroism merits him being on the Wall of Honor. And the last one is Ken DeMoro. Ken DeMoro is a former town historian who's passed away. He was actually selected several years ago, but the nominator had not gotten the information to actually induct him, so we're going to induct him this year. The ceremony is September 19th in the fall at Southington High School at 6 p.m. It's open to the public. It's free. We do have a little bit of food sometimes. Please go look at the wall. I know Mr. Royan has left, but he spearheaded the efforts to upgrade it, and it looks fantastic now. Used to be little plaques on the wall and not much else, and now it's incredible. He went out and got donations from classes who had extra funds and donated to our funds and enabled us to upgrade it. So the ceremony is September 19th. And lastly, I'd like to thank the committee members. Terry Carmody, who's not here tonight, Chris Palmieri, Art Secundo, Karen Evitable, Richard Royan, Frank Pepe, and Mike Krakow, all for your service. It's not easy. We had to go through quite a list this year and not select everybody. And finally, thank you, and please consider nominating someone for next year.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Brown. Mr. Darrenowski.
Yes, last night I had the pleasure of being a judge at the Project Lead the Way Capstone Project competition. Excuse my bronchitis. I have to say that each year the participants and the students that team up and put together projects are just amazing. I wish there was an award that all of them could have gotten the first place, but I will say that some of them where they come up with these ideas is just mind-boggling. The winner, okay, just so happens to be led by our board representative from the high school.
Don't tell me.
No surprise. But what they put together in the presentation they made, I'll tell you, if anybody has any extra funds that they would like to invest in a future of a product, I'll tell you, they have a product which I think is going to go someplace.
Okay.
There's others also that were very unique, but I will say that it was amazing, absolutely amazing.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And very well attended too, by the way.
Good deal, good deal. Mr. Williams.
Madam Chair, Tuesday night I had the opportunity to attend the Cambrio concert and the middle school orchestra concert at Kennedy. I just wanted to say it was a fantastic show. There's so much talent on the stage. I think half of the young ladies on that stage I've also coached in softball. So those girls are knocking it out of the park on the diamond and in the arts. It's just awesome to see. So really good stuff there. And then second of all, yesterday I had the honor to attend the Veterans Luncheon that we have every year. I thought it was a very interesting point that came up and something that it highlights our district. It was the 7th year in a row that we've sent one of our students to a service academy, which is no small feat. So again, I've mentioned before from this dais, recruiting numbers are always are down, and I think it's an important opportunity for us to kind of showcase that, this is an opportunity for our students. We should thank and recognize those students for volunteering for their service. And again, I just wanted to take a moment and recognize that.
Thank you. No? Ron? No? Okay. I'm going to leave talk about the banquet, the scholarship night, et cetera, to Mr. Medancy in your administrative report. So I'll turn it over to you, Mr. Medancy.
Thank you, Mrs. Clark. That you guys are spot on with your commentary this evening. This is a time from basically April break to the end of the school year of celebrations and demonstrations of excellence. And one of the celebrations I had the privilege of attending last week of the SHS Scholarship Night. And what a testament to the commitment to our students in the community. We had 300 scholarships and over $200,000 in funds were given out to 118 different students that evening. It was just a tremendous evening and quite a testament to the dedication of our community and seeing our students off on the right foot. I also had the pleasure last week of attending the Unico Man of the Year dinner. Deputy Chief Billy Palmieri was recognized. And I jokingly, Mr. Pepe was with me, Mrs. Pasmano was there. I basically said to Mr. Palmieri, I said, is it basically every 6 months we have a dinner for you? Because between his retirement, the YMCA Man of the Year, now the Unico Man of the Year. So I'm a member of Rotary, and I'm putting a plug in for a Billy Palmieri dinner in the fall. Because we just get together every 6 months and celebrate Deputy Chief Palmieri.
Good idea.
Along the lines of the military luncheon with Mrs. Clark and I and Mr. Whitehead were all present yesterday. It was a wonderful celebration, but there was one little tidbit of information that came our way during the celebration as well. Rachel Waukee came up to us from the American Legion Auxiliary, and she reported on the book bin program. And sadly, a lot of the companies that used to collect the donated books from those bins and then provide us cash for them, or provide her, and then she would provide it to the district, are no longer operating at a profit. And so a lot of those bins are going by the wayside. But she took the moment to just tally up what they had done over the time that she had been involved in this project. And since her efforts, a grand total of $19,835 was donated to the district through Rachel and her efforts with the American Legion Auxiliary. And it's just a real, again, another testament to people doing wonderful things in the community through civic engagement. Currently, there are 4 book bins still located in town, and I know we have one at DePaulo Middle School, is one I can point to off the top of my head, and there's also one over in Rec Park. But the success of this program has been made possible through the partnership of the Southington Friends of the Library and the entire Southington community. I won't speak any more about the Project Lead the Way Senior Night. I was there last night, but yes, somebody just brought home another award and just added to the collection. Mrs. Clark and I had the privilege. We weren't able to stay for the entire presentation. I got to see yours, and then we had to leave because we went over to the AquaTurf for the FFA banquet. And if you've never been to that banquet, it's worth an opportunity. The most impressive part about that banquet is it's entirely student-run from start to finish. And they recognize probably about over 100 recognitions, and they run it like a well-oiled machine. I mean, the students run this banquet like we should run adult celebrations because they got it down to a science. And just you could feel a sense of community within that FFA family that was there celebrating yesterday evening. Right through the staff and on through the students and families. And then just a reminder for all of you, our June 13th board meeting is canceled because that is the evening of graduation. So after this evening, our next board meeting will be on June 28th. And it's actually canceled because it's Mr. Wachewski's birthday.
Thank you.
But
You're a gentleman and a scholar. Thank you.
That concludes my report this evening. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Any questions for the superintendent? Mr. Darrenowski.
Since it's his birthday that day, do we have the entire crowd?
Oh, that'd be nuts.
I'll have to check the program.
Yeah.
I don't think there's time. Mr. Arroyo won't allow it.
Okay, we're going to move right along to communications from the public on agenda items only. Anyone from the public wish to speak? Seeing no one, we'll move on to committee reports. Mr. Medancy, District-wide Facilities Committee meeting.
Thank you. So we had our last meeting this past Thursday, May 16th, and we are at a really critical juncture right now that I'm happy to say that the members of the District-wide Facilities Committee, which include a member of the Town Council, Planning and Zoning, the Town Manager, the Board of Finance, Mrs. Clark, Mr. Carson, Mr. Oceana, as well as myself and Mr. Romano, we've looked at several scenarios, and we have landed on a recommended scenario that I will be bringing to you for further review and discussion with an actual presentation, because we want you to have, obviously, all the background information and what the recommended scenario would be. I can just, summarize at a super balcony level, but it essentially includes a new Kelly Elementary School, a new Darrenowski Elementary School, some work done on the lower level of South End Elementary School, and then the Karen Smith Academy. We're currently studying the debt service and the pay down of our debt service and looking whether it would be more financially savvy to do it as one referendum over two, because right now estimates show that running it over two referendums might cost the town an additional $7 million. And so we are in a favorable position with our debt service because we didn't bring the original Kelly project forward 2 years ago, which had been calculated, as well as the athletic facilities project. So we purposely didn't want to do a presentation for you at the June 28th meeting because we also want to make sure the public's aware and has a chance to attend. So, and then we're planning on holding a special meeting after that. So the plan at that point will be for you all to have the information you need, hold a special meeting, hear from the public, and then at a subsequent Board of Education meeting, take any necessary action that needs to be made so that we can move forward with the public hearings through the council, Board of Finance, Planning and Zoning, right up to the bonding and June 30th application deadline. So that's essentially a summary of my report, which is included this evening.
Okay. Any questions?
Can I just make a
Brown?
correction? I think it's the 27th, not the 28th.
Yeah, just looking.
Oh, I'm sorry, 27th.
I mean, if we're meeting on
Perfect.
Friday, that's okay.
I
but
do have 28th in my head, but it is 27th. You're correct. Thank you, Mr.
Okay.
Brown.
Any other questions?
That's my reliable paper calendar.
Have to throw that in there. a little.
Gentlemen, we're not going there. We're not going there. We're not going there. Okay, old business. Any town government communications? No. New business. Approval of teacher evaluation and support plan.
Move to approve the 2024-2025 teacher evaluation and support plan.
Second?
Are there any questions for the administration regarding this? No? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, motion passes. Next item is the 2024-2025 operating budget reallocation and adoption.
Move to adopt the 2024-2025 operating budget with adjustments as presented.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
And now we have the 11C.
Yep. Move to approve the salary adjustments for the unaffiliated employees as presented by the administration.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Okay, item 11D, Mr. Brzezinski.
Move to was it stipulated expulsion or move to expel?
Move to expel.
Move to expel student 2023-2024, 10-9.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye. And the second, move to expel student 2023-2024, 16-10, as presented by the administration.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Next on the agenda is public communication on anything.
Talk about stuff, feelings.
You had your turn. You had your turn. You had your turn. It's the sister of the public.
Okay.
Mr. Darrenowski.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Meeting is adjourned.
Good day.